everybody. Welcome to the Print Theory Podcast. We are on the other side.
We're on the other side.
Insert dramatic music. Welcome to the other side. The Danix. Welcome to the Danix.
This is basically the
We're
Danix.
using the word now.
It's coming alive.
/ creative department.
The creative committee.
Yep.
I like it. Is this, guys? This is like, look at that. You see, if you guys can see that mural behind us, we're in a almost fully wrapped room right now on our large format side, or on our creative committee side.
Yes. Good job.
Creative department.
Creative department. Darn.
Danix.
The Danix. You just said it.
The Danix.
Sorry.
Yeah. So you have to know the story about how it got called the Danix, because I don't think our audience knows this. So Dan, as we grew, as our sales team grew, he lost his desk.
I was demoted.
And so he ended up coming over to this side, and there's one 8x8 office. And one day he was like, I'm going back to the annex. And then somebody in the office was like, the Danix. And then that was it. It stuck. So
Yeah.
this, side is
Yeah.
secretly the Danix.
Of course.
Secretly, unsecretly now.
It was the Christinix.
Yeah.
Christina, she said someone had to come
Somebody had to come over
over
here.
this side.
It's fine. I was tired of being lonely anyways.
Well, now we got Sarah over here, too.
Yeah.
Sarah's over here. We got a desk
Josh
over here.
soon to join. Nathan slows. He's coming. He's
Probably
on the
gonna be over
way.
here pretty soon.
Even
Hey,
better.
so the really cool thing is this side, our vision for this is
go for
that
it.
we will, when customers come in and they need to do a big design consult or work directly with our creative team, they'll actually be able to come in and use this side of our building, and we'll have tons of inspiration in here on the walls and samples and things for them to look at and really dive in. And so we are super excited to bring
cool.
that to
That's really cool.
to all the people that we serve. I think it's going to be a great addition for them.
Yeah, for sure. It's colorful.
Yes.
It's colorful.
And black at the same
And
time.
black. Gotta have the black in there.
There's so much compromise going on.
My semi-favorite color.
Your semi-favorite color black. I actually really like, I stinking dig this whole, this wrap, this wall wrap.
It came out pretty cool.
It
Man.
came out good. It makes me want to rewrap the office and just freshen it up and change it up over there. And it's coming.
What did they say? Say less. Say less.
Say less.
Maybe not.
Guys, you want to hear a really cool milestone
Yeah.
for the Print Theory podcast?
Do it.
Let's go.
We have surpassed over 1,000 downloads of the Print Theory podcast.
Come on.
So over 1,000 downloads. That's crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Over 1,000 listens on our podcast, which may not be huge in the sphere of the overall podcast
I
world.
think
Podcast.
like the first time we filmed and we had like 8 views and we were like, oh my gosh, we got 8 views. And then we realized like between all of us, we were like 5 of the 8 and we were still excited to have 3 views.
Wow, that's not too bad. We've been running into people that more often, and they're like, "Hey, I've been listening to the podcast. I went through the whole season."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, it's pretty cool."
Yeah.
It's very interesting. I always forget that even if it may be minimal, there's people that listen to this podcast, and I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah. And they feel like they know you. We just had lunch with a few people, and they were like, "Man, we see you on the podcast, and now like it's like meeting a star in person." And I was like, "Oh, thank you."
And Dan was like, oh, thank you. Hold the autographs till after
like,
lunch.
What was it? Somebody walked in the office yesterday and was like, "Hey, Matthew." And he was like, "I don't know this person." He's like,
Yeah.
"You don't know me, but I feel like I know you because I've seen you on the podcast." So I was like, "Oh, that's so cool."
It's true. It is a lot of fun to do this. I know when we started this, it was like, we're just going to do it to do it. And we're like, I don't even know if people are going to listen to this, but it's cool. Like 1,000, just that like little milestone is like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Over 1,000 downloads, like 1,000 listens. That's really cool. So thank you. Every 1,000 of you,
appreciate
thank you, all 1,000 of you peeps who have listened and downloaded this podcast.
Yeah. Well, I have 10 different accounts on
Oh, that's what
Spotify,
it was.
and then I've listened to every single one on each account, so that might
You're all 10
numbers.
You're
Dan
all 10.
just has it
Just
playing
kidding.
all the time on the device on rewind just to give you. It's not true.
Hey,
Hey.
it's
Hey.
Olaf Friday.
It's Olaf Friday. Woo. We got our Ola right here.
I already drank mine.
Oh, cheers, drinkers. Guys, we had family breakfast
Cheers.
earlier. Also, thanks to Butter and Milk.
Yep.
We
Yep.
had breakfast.
Visalia.
Visalia.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, guess who we have back on the podcast today? We got Christine.
Whoop whoop.
Woohoo!
Sorry, let me do this again. We got Christine.
I am enough whoop for myself.
I am enough whoop. Say what's up, Christine. Give us a little update on what you've been up to since we had you on the podcast last.
Hola. Yep. Me, Christine. That's who I am. And I've been here over a year now. It's been a wild ride. Went from being in community on that side to coming and being the lone wolf on this side for hot
Just for a little bit.
hot minute.
No pun intended.
All pun intended.
It's hot on the side.
It's a little toasty over here
Yeah, just
for now.
For now.
For last summer was, like people pay good money for it. That's what I told myself every morning. Like,
Yeah.
I'm being paid to be in this environment, and people pay thousands of dollars for memberships for this
saunas.
environment. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. See? You can get it for free 99.
It's about
Yeah.
changing
No,
your perspective.
I was being paid to be in
Yeah,
it,
you're being
you
paid.
know?
Yeah,
Like,
change your perspective.
It's all about the mindset.
Yeah. Hey, you're not alone though. We're all here with you too.
No, it's great. No,
So
no,
that's
no.
good.
I mean, I was just telling
Except for me.
Yeah, Brandon.
I'm in the AC controlled office.
Yeah.
freezing.
For now.
Freezing office.
Freezing
Maybe
office.
we'll have to move you over here.
Yeah.
Hey, I will move back and share a desk with someone. I don't care.
And
Your
phones.
water
Share
intake.
a phone.
Let's share a phone again. We share a desk again.
Your water intake will have to dial up.
Hey, he did say
Whoa.
today when he sat down, I drank a bottle of water yesterday. Like it was a rare occasion.
That is a big deal.
But we've
Like a
made
whole water
progress.
bottle.
It's on his radar at least.
It's on my radar. I still have to this day. I will show you guys right here, right now.
Drink water.
On my, every single day I have a drink water
No
task
way.
every single day of the year.
There
it's
you
just
go.
compounded.
His goal is 2 bottles of water.
That's my goal. And I don't ask me if I've hit it, but
You're like, this
there.
year I've drank 365 bottles of water
They're like, so you drink 16 ounces of water a day.
a day.
Great.
day.
Still not even the minimum.
That's
It's not even close to what you should be doing.
That's 1/8 of the minimum.
literally.
There sounds like so much. 1 of 8. Like 1/8. That's
Yeah.
8 water bottles?
Well, no, it's really only 4 because it's 8 cups of water, 64
Oh, yeah,
ounces,
yeah,
but
so 4.
there's 16 ounce
Quarter.
bottles of water.
So Christine just has to drink 2 of these.
Christine drinks 4 of these a day.
Oh my gosh, Christine.
4 32-ounce jugs.
Just live in the ocean already.
And I'm still thirsty.
And I'm still thirsty.
And there's electrolytes in at least 2 of my rounds.
Oh, that's true.
So
Well, there you go.
the hydration's key,
Couldn't
guys.
do
It
it.
makes your brain work. So I'm great. I'm thriving. I'm loving it.
You're loving it. How are you?
I feel like my department got a lot larger moving onto this side and
Oh, yeah.
so much more efficient, not having to like cross the whole building to accomplish.
Yeah, how do you like
tasks.
it on this side now?
I mean, I love it, to be honest. Like I was working co-laboring with a coworker over here a couple weeks ago, and I was like, it's kind of weird having somebody work back here with me. Like I low-key miss being by myself all day.
You mean I got to work and talk to you? What is this?
I was like, I had like a good roll of podcasts going, and like now I'm behind on everything.
Dang.
But I'm grateful for co-laborers, that's for sure. But no, it's been wonderful, to be honest. Like, minus, a little hot, but that's okay.
It hasn't been that bad this year. I feel like.
This year it
Listen,
really
it hasn't
hasn't.
been that bad.
Like, we have a
Thankfully.
And we have the
really
little
big
cooler.
fan, and
I felt like last year was just a little brutal.
Last year was so
We
hot.
came off of the year of full rain and like
Oh, yeah.
all the water we need in the valley, into just like it was a scorcher. I felt like.
I
Yeah.
felt like we moved midsummer, so it was like I spent half the summer in like
Yeah.
85, like maxed out 85 to like let's move over at the end of July where we're sitting at 110. And it's like, it's kind of toasty. Weird. And then you want me to press how many hats? Oh, yeah.
You want the heat pressed to 400 degrees? What?
Oh. And I'm going to stand over it for 8 hours. You know what? Yes. At least 32 ounces
Free
of water.
sauna.
And you did it. So thank you.
She said she loved the heat.
She
said it.
Yeah, she said it.
I stand by
love
that.
the heat.
I do. I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Well, it's hopefully going to cool off here a little bit toasty.
But it's okay. It's okay. And you're doing it. And you're efficient. And I love that.
Yeah. It's been good.
Good.
I'm grateful. Grateful to be here.
Okay. Also, we haven't checked in with you since we went to ISS.
Oh.
And ISS was your first official trip with us.
Yes.
So I want to know what was going through your brain when we told you, when Dan and Sarah said, we're going on a trip.
On our favorite
rocket ship, zooming
Exactly.
through the sky. That's Owen's favorite song.
Little
Is it really?
theories.
Hashtag parents.
Hashtag parents. Because I remember, if I remember correctly, when we say we're going on a company trip, you had major anxiety.
I did. I was high key very nervous.
I keep very nervous.
To go
We know.
be in community with only you people.
For multiple days at a time.
Yeah,
For 4 days.
What? We left on like a Thursday and came home on like a Sunday.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
No,
She
we
was
left
trying
on
to
a
stay
Tuesday.
back with me and work, and I was like,
Was
no.
Tuesday.
Tuesday to Sunday.
It was Tuesday
It was
to
a long
Sunday.
one.
Yeah, because we left after work.
It's very long.
Yeah,
And we had
so,
classes
Very,
Wednesday,
very long.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, so
Very
I
long.
was very nervous to just experience what that was going to be in this culture.
Because you've been on different work trips before.
I had, and they were not great
They
experiences.
were not great.
They were experiences, and I had a lot of learning curves in them, but there was no repeat button request available and requested.
So how was ours different? How was the trip? What did you think of it? How was ISS? Go for it.
Oh man, different. I mean, company culture, right? Like that would be the biggest difference as far as like the trip as a whole, just being in community with you guys. Yeah, like I remember going to bed hearing Brandon just playing the piano.
Dude, our Airbnb had a legit
was
piano
awesome. It was a good one.
in the
And I'm like-
living room.
And I'm like
could you
upstairs, and
not?
I'm just like, are they playing worship music that loud? And then it's like I like peek my head down, and it's like he's just rocking out, getting ready for his set. Like, and I'm like, okay, I dig it.
Yeah.
Like this is great. So I mean, it was just amazing to operate in my opinion, like of what like healthy company culture can be, and what I experience as healthy company culture. So that would be like awesome. As far as the rest, I mean, going into it, I had really very low perspective of like what I was going into. I've been to so many conferences and expos for just personal stuff. And I was like, okay, apparel expo, let's go. And I mean, I'd been here for over a year at that point. So I at least had some margin for like knowing what I was looking at least brands, and who we're working with. And it was insane. Like my first day, I like came back and I was just like, I'm so stupid.
Okay. My favorite part of this trip, though, with Christine, there was one day where Christine and I are just walking the floor, right? And we see the Tajima booth. And so the Tajima at the time we were only 6 months in.
Yeah.
And what I didn't know, and this is something that I love about you, is that anytime she has a question or like she's a great note taker. Yeah. So she will write down stuff that she has questions about. She will write down stuff she doesn't know that she needs to know more about. She will write down stuff that's just straight good note taking that you need to know later. And then it's like this random notebook flies out with like, I'll be asking a question like, what order number was that? And she's like, and she's like, oh, it's this one. Like, oh my gosh. So we see this Tajima booth, and the tech, we get in touch with the lead tech, and Christine whips out this notebook, and I'm like, it's on. It's on.
It's on.
And she went for it with this guy for like an hour and a half. And it was funny because at first I thought, like, oh, she's just going to ask like a couple questions. This was before I saw the notebook. And so she's asking him a couple questions. And then I said something. She was like, hang on, wait. You're like almost like, don't mess up my flow. Yeah. I have a system of questions here. And then that notebook flew out and I was like, oh shoot, she's here. She's going to learn. We learned so much like in that hour and a half. It was incredible. And we got a ton of really cool tips and tricks when we came back. So shout out to the Tajima guy for being such a good sport and letting us, pelt him with
he was
all the learning curve.
He was real sweet. Like, I was like, I swear I'm not trying to be hostile. Like, I'm like, this is just like things that I'm like, I have to deal with right now. And I really...
She meant business. Yeah. She was like, I need to know this.
I was like,
so you can't dodge the question. Who do we need to talk to?
Yeah. He gave me his business card and he's like, call me. I was like, great.
I will.
You better know I will. And I think I have it.
I wrote it in my notebook.
Yeah.
And I have yours.
I timestamped it. You said it. Can I have a video confirmation? Okay.
I need a signature right here.
Hey, just a sidebar here. I got to give Tony a shout out for making our drinks from Ola. It's one of the best mazzes I've had yet, buddy. And this is my second. This is my second one.
So overall, you thought it was
amazing,
life-changing?
Yeah, I would say. I'm still like pulling. I brought home like 12 bags.
Oh yeah, you brought so much stuff.
You did
back.
have a lot of stuff, and it's coming in handy because I was like, Christine, where's that book of backing that you had from the trades? We just pulled it out yesterday.
Yeah,
I think.
Literally, I'm still like once a month I'm pulling something out of my bag, being like, I know there was something at ISS that I was like, I don't actually know, but why not?
They just give so much stuff.
Yeah, they do,
and it's awesome. I mean, I speak to it to all of our new employees too. I'm like, ISS is the place where you're like, oh man, this is more than just this company. This is more than just the Valley. It's like this thing is huge industry. And like, it's a whole industry, and you can build a whole life and a career and like everything off of this, and it's so much fun. It's like I fell in love.
No, and not only that, it's like I love that like they gave us space to like just roam and kind of look at different vendors. And so it's like, I mean, even to this day, it's like I'll be doing something and it's like, oh, but I saw something at ISS that literally can make this specific job so much more efficient. And it's like, if we wouldn't have been able to just roam and like look and talk, I would have never even known that was like
your scan thing is under the embroidery email, and so the embroidery email, I guess I'm on that too. It's just ding ding ding. Hey Christine. Hey Christine.
Yeah.
Hey Christine.
I let everybody.
She was getting scanned everywhere.
Yeah, she got scanned.
I was
for
like,
sure.
I will scan my badge.
Yeah.
Call me when I get home.
Yeah. I'll talk to every booth. You will know who I am, and I'm from Print Theory.
And I am from Print Theory, and I wear loud clothes.
I do. That was fun. I got to wear a obnoxious, bright outfit every day at ISS so they could find me.
We knew exactly. Yeah, we knew exactly where you were.
Fire. Like I was living my life.
You had a lot of firsts. This is a lot of firsts. That was your first trip.
Yep.
You've gone through your first official Christmas rush last year. How was that?
Oh,
man.
How was that? Do you have PTSD? Or are you like good?
No, definitely not. I think I just took it for granted. Like I've worked food industry and Christmas isn't a big deal in the food industry, at least where I was at. Like it's like, okay, we're going to be slower. People are off work. People are going to eat at home. I mean, I've worked retail, right? And that's its own beast. So I was like, it's got to be somewhere in there. But then it just, I don't know, it made me really appreciate. It's like, okay, I am going to make sure and order everything 4 weeks out before Christmas. So that way, like the amount, just the request that we got, it's like, yes, I can do it. I will push through and I will make sure you have this. But it just gave me like a whole new awareness of my own Christmas shopping where I'm just like, no. We're going to be real proactive on this. But it was great. I mean, I loved seeing what people wanted for Christmas.
It's fun and funny and people are.
When we started in October.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Stuff.
Yeah.
So.
And
Christmas is embroidery season. I don't know what it is. I feel like most people during Christmas time want embroidery.
Yeah. Embroidered jacket or beanies or hats.
And it's just like
jackets.
I've had times where it's like the screen printing side feels ahead of the game and embroidery feels like 2 weeks, like booked out solid every minute of the day. We're working 12-hour days.
Yeah.
And then you get somebody who you dearly love and care about, and they call you and they're like, hey, I need 5 jackets. And you're like, we'll do it for you. And then we hang up and look at each other like, what have we done?
Who approved this?
Who approved this?
I said no more rush orders.
That'd be me. I'm sorry. Speaking of Christmas orders, it is never too early to get in on your Christmas orders right now. And we have something coming down the pipeline for July, Christmas in July. So you can, for all of you companies that are wanting to get ahead of the game and be proactive, we got some sales coming up in July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
Back to
I'm
regular
super
schedule
excited
program.
about those. I think those are going to be really fun to put together.
That is.
For companies. And I'm excited to see what people choose to put in them.
Yeah.
You know, like what rando stuff. Like you could really have fun with one of those kidding boxes. So I'm super excited about those.
Yeah.
That's going to be really fun. Okay, going on lots of firsts. I got one more question. Christine Wise, what would you say is like your biggest? What was your biggest challenge or biggest trial you feel you had to overcome in your first year here with us?
Biggest challenge.
Besides the people.
Besides the people, obviously.
I mean,
that's a given.
I mean, the first big challenge, I think, for me was just like going from being with everybody to being alone. I think for me, that was like a huge shock. It was like, hello? Like,
The light
turns off.
it's like,
I was just talking to her yesterday morning about that.
it's like they turn off every 9 minutes. No, but I mean, they used to not. Okay. They used to, this is a recent.
Yeah,
recent
Dan changed it
development.
because he's wanted to add a little fun in your life.
Yeah. He's like, walk around somewhere.
If you're not walking around places, it'll turn off.
I was sitting here at the digitizing computer, and they were over there, and the lights turned off, and there was a crumpled sticky note, and so I got it and I threw it across the room, and the lights turned back on.
Let's go.
I didn't see him there, and I was like, "What just happened? Who?
I've come
where
back
did that
here,
just come from?
and Christine's just working in the dark.
Yeah.
You know, because the machine,
keeps
the
it cool.
Tajima's lit
It
up.
does.
Keeps it cool.
Yeah.
The machines are lit up.
Yeah, I mean, as long as I'm not cleaning or marking or doing anything like that, if I'm just running machines,
All the
not
shirts
really
are
tell me.
crooked, but it's all right.
But it's
cool.
fine.
If I'm not pooping, if I'm not doing anything that requires table light, then I'm fine. Yeah, I mean, besides like just adjusting to that, I'd say that probably was like my biggest adjustment.
I feel like that was a small season. Wasn't
Yeah,
that long.
I mean, I felt like everybody had like on their desk, go check on Christine. And so I felt like people made their rounds.
Yeah.
And would just be like, hello.
Is she alive?
Okay, but
make sure
you
she
should
did
know
it.
that as far as I understood, that wasn't like intentional. There
No.
was no
No.
systematic
No.
collective plan. That
It
is
was my
genuinely
idea.
just the good-heartedness of everybody to say, go,
We need some more
go
room.
see Christine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we're working in those. I mean, that smaller space
It
over
was
there
so
was like.
hard.
Imagine working there still with.
No, I couldn't.
It's not possible.
I couldn't
possible.
I couldn't do the same output. Like that's
Yeah.
just the reality.
Yeah.
Like it's just so much more efficient over here. Not complaining. Just said that was probably the biggest like transition. I feel like everything else has been great. Like yeah, orders come, orders go.
You learned really quickly.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it
mean,
was shocked me how
I've already I didn't realize how much I already had in my database on when it. I mean, because I've made clothes before.
I knew it,
I've
you're a robot.
I've done seamstress.
You're so
stuff.
efficient. I knew you had to
Does
be a
not
robot.
compute.
So,
Does not compute my database.
like I've got a lot to pull from, like a jack of all trades. So I feel like it's fun to have things come in and it's like, okay, here's today's challenge. Like there's definitely some things I prefer doing over others, right?
Let's get into that actually.
But every order is grateful and I'm grateful for the job security. And
Every time I come back here, she's packed and she just goes, job security.
you know, like
It's like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't feel like there's been a lot of like challenges, to be honest.
That's
like,
good.
I feel like Dan and Sarah are really good about being vocal about asking, like, where can I make your job better? And being really willing to transition to like offer help and whatever that means. So, yeah.
That's true. That's true. You guys are.
Okay. I have a juicy one. I have a couple juicy ones.
Go for it.
We did the biggest fails series.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What is your biggest fail of the last year?
And don't be
and can you laugh about it yet?
Yeah. Don't be like Dan and Daniele's used to be, where it's like, I one time in 10 years got misspelled one thing. It's like, okay, that's not a fail. That's not good. It is, but like follower one time.
I don't know. Do we want to share that?
Biggest fail?
Yeah.
Like,
people want to know. The people want to know.
The people want to know.
people want to know. Oh man, I don't know.
Robots don't make mistakes.
I'm like trying to think like what sticks out. It's like I know that I feel like I've had to bite my tongue a couple of times. I feel like Nathan and I were having a conversation about product being brought in. I was like, I don't mess up on customer supplied product. And then I think the next
You
stitch,
messed up.
I messed up and like didn't read the description properly, and then was like, oh no, why did I say that? Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a fail, but I mean, probably like lack of asking good quality questions.
Dang. Come on.
You know?
That is not a good answer.
Is not good enough.
She's like, I actually don't think I failed ever, actually.
It's not a failure. We just, I fail forward every day.
She takes everything with a grain of salt.
Like, that's
like, it's not a fail, it's a learning experience.
It is. Like, I've learned.
And I have many learning experiences.
I learn something every day, like I'm redoing a 57 jacket order right now.
There you go.
That I should have asked better questions. Like that's the learn on it, right? I should have.
The good thing
asked a better
is
question.
is that
when we were doing
it's fixable.
but
embroidery is
all
fixable.
Yeah.
And the second thing is you'll never make that same mistake again.
I really won't.
That's the good. That's the good.
Yeah.
Else.
Or
Yeah. Like
you'll be like me and
Or
make a couple
maybe-
mistakes. Or you'll be like me and need a little more grace.
I just think, I mean, I've made lots of little mistakes. I feel like every mistake I've heard, like even other people say, I'm like, I won't do that. I'm going to learn from your mistake. And then I do it. And I was like, oh, it is doable. You can fail at that. Huh. I didn't think it was possible, but I did it.
I would never
right.
do that.
Like,
Okay, so this isn't you, but one day I'm sitting in the office and we're printing these vests, and they're supposed to they were supplied by our vendor. So it was okay. We redid them and they were all fine. But we're printing these vests.
Oh, I think I know what you're going to go.
And I'm looking from the office to the press, and I should be looking at a W. And I'm like, why does that look like an M? And I'm looking at it and I'm like, he's printing them upside down.
No.
I said, hey, you're supposed to be printing a W. And he's like, oh no.
I thought it was an M.
It was only a few.
It was only a few, and we had them replaced within a day. It was not a big deal, but it was just kind of a funny thing that like shows when you're looking at thousands of garments all the time, like it's just dyslexia. Like it happens once in a while, and you can get something that you're like, I looked at that. I can't believe I made that mistake. And you're like, oh, it happens.
I mean, I did stitch a misspelled word.
Ooh, what was it?
On like 35 hats, and then had to redesign it and redo the whole hat.
Oh, yeah, I remember that
because
one.
I couldn't.
But it actually made the hat better.
Tell the people who
It made the hat better.
It made the hat better because
Yeah.
we were able to.
It did. It was a full upgrade.
I was like, I fix it.
Yeah. Actually, I think I made
Did you make the?
I actually
thing?
made the new file.
Oh, okay.
And then you approved
Ooh.
it because I'm trying to learn how to digitize at this moment.
Rewind.
Rewind.
Actually,
Christine
I will
did it.
take
Dana
credit for that.
Hey, she is.
I am learning.
You're doing a good job on that.
I'm not Dan, that's for sure. But I am learning, and it's been very enjoyable to learn how to digitize and fix my mistakes without having to tell anybody.
Without having to.
I did nothing.
I did nothing wrong. You go back through the files. There's like a bunch of different revision files.
No, you just replace the old one.
Oh, dang. She knows.
Yeah, she knows.
Dang.
No.
It never existed. I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
know.
Yeah, no. Come on, guys.
Okay. Last question from me. So, Sid, you've been working here for a little over a year, full time.
Yep.
How has this changed your personal life, being a part of this team and being like? Because before you weren't working full time, were you? Were you working part time somewhere?
For a year and a half, I was only working part time.
Okay, so tell us. We want to know.
The people want to know.
My personal life.
How's it affected your personal life? Hopefully in a good way.
I'm like trying to think, what is my personal life? I mean, I think I have a higher quality of, I don't want to say living, but also living. Like, I feel like I've gotten a lot of great structure and a lot of, I feel like we've had this conversation a lot since I've been here, but I feel like working here, there's just been a lot like of redemption moments in my story overall, where it's like, there's been a lot of things that have happened in the 33 years I've been here on earth. And it's like, oh, wow. Like I've been able to like small example would be like, I'm in community with my birth dad, which I've never, like, that's just something that hasn't been in community. I got to spend my first Father's Day with him.
That's cool.
You know, and it was like,
that's awesome.
Oh man. So I feel like there's things like that where it's just like, I get to come to work and be like, Sarah, guess what just happened?
Yeah.
You know, where, you know, like a lot of those are like little blessings of just like living in great company culture here, because I'm over here like going home in a positive mental state. It's like, yeah, I worked hard, got a lot of serotonin hits from things that were being done. But I think overall it's like, I'm always wearing even more rad merch wherever I'm at, you know. I thought I had a large wardrobe before this.
Slowly.
You know,
Slowly.
Join the club.
Yeah, I know. I was like, who's got a larger wardrobe? I definitely am winning. It's like,
Probably.
She's not even counting the stuff that's in the garage and totes.
dude, it's real. You know it. These are factuals. I do have totes. And I mean, even just like benefiting off of like scraps that come off of like the floor. Like, I know Dan, he figured out that I kept taking all the vinyl scraps out of the trash. And he's like,
who is doing this?
Are you putting that in your car? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to use it for something. You know, so it's like I've re-landscaped my front and backyard using this vinyl as like weed barrier.
What?
That's brilliant. It's brilliant.
You know, all the way to like, I have like shade covers. I have a dog roof.
Frosted window.
I have a frosted bathroom window.
Or was it
Print
perforated?
Theory has changed
How
her
much
home,
trash
folks.
are you taking
We are in the
home?
business of home renovation now.
She just takes a roll from here, dumps it in the trash. She's like, it was in the trash.
No, this is
It's in the trash.
This is all Dan, like, he's super considerate now. He'll like roll it up and he'll be like, Christine, it's
you
right
go.
here. And I'm like,
Take it.
thanks. And I have like a bucket of rolls in my garage that I like pull from, where I'm like, okay, what am I doing? Like, we had the crates from the Blue Water, right?
Yeah, that was
and I
some
took
big crates.
all
yeah.
of the wood home. Like, I disassembled
Oh, I forgot
it.
about that.
I had my husband drive over here with a pickup and like clocked out, spent like 45 minutes disassembling, like cutting it up and loading it into the back of our truck. Unloaded it. It was a long day. And like I just made this pretty cabinet in my house this last weekend because I like had an urge to build something. And so I built this
Just had
cabinet.
an urge.
She's
And
creating
I
when
built
she's
these
not
beautiful
here.
window covers, like from
cool.
like the side pallets, like that are going to be garden boxes in the next couple weeks. And so, I mean, I feel like PT has been like a gift to me. Like on, if you're talking like personal level, it's like not only have like my literal quality of living gone up due to like taking the trash, literal trash out of here and like putting it into my home and like repurposing it, but also just being a gift. I mean, even financially, just being able to keep me on full time, and bless me with that has been a gift.
Well, it's easy to do because you're so efficient. Yep. She is amazing, folks.
Thanks.
We love her.
Oh, tears.
Wipe them real quick because I got another question.
Shoot it.
What if you had like in one word, if you can, what's the one thing you love most about print theory?
One word.
One word or one sentence, I guess.
It'd be hard in one word.
I know. Okay. All right. One
community.
sentence. Ooh.
Like the community that is here. Like, to explain, Dan, like, I feel like I have a great relationship with Dan and Sarah at work and just walk in life. And I feel like I've built great relationships with everybody that's here, like shout out to Matthew. He doesn't want to scare me because everybody else on the sales team wants to scare me.
Yeah, we do.
When they walk around back here, and he'll literally clap.
Yeah. Is that why he does that?
Yeah.
I always thought he was just trying to like cheer for you.
No, he just wants me, like, he just helps me, like, I don't know, he just decided
to know someone's coming.
He decided that would be helpful, and he like claps for me every time he comes into the room, so that way I know he's like approaching. So it's nice. Just in like what community does that? Like, that's amazing. Like, I feel so cared for. I was like, you're my favorite.
What?
Oh,
dang. We all know now. She said it.
You hear that?
No taking it back.
It's official. He had the funniest podcast.
I just say Christine, and then she says Christine.
I don't know if it's in my head or like, am I saying my name out loud? Like, I have such a wild thought life. Like, I'm in full dialogue with myself back here. So I repeat myself. If I don't know if you're actually talking to me, I'll be like, Christine. Yeah. And then they're like, Christine. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay.
I think I legitimately have walked it like around the inventory area and I've heard you talking to yourself.
Yes.
But like not in a bad way, you're just like talking to yourself.
Yeah.
And it's like she's having a full-on conversation. There's no one there.
No, it's literally just me.
Okay. So yesterday I'm up in the lift up here and I need help because I'm about to drop the vinyl. But when the way the sound travels and the machine's being on, like she can't hear me. So usually,
because you're way up.
Yeah. Like anywhere on this side, I'm always like, Christine, like I have to kind of project because you really can't hear when you're standing next to the machine. So here I am up on the lift and I'm like projecting and it's not working. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I need help. And then I was like, Christine, somebody. I think she finally heard me. But I was like, which way should I yell? So the sound bounces
I just like peeked my head over. Did you call my name?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was like, please help me. She's like, okay. Sorry.
She's like, why are you yelling?
I can't tell you how many times Christine has come in and saved me while I got myself into something that was, probably should have just got some help from the start. But,
yeah, that's true.
She's a good sport.
But that's okay. We all try. Try. Fail forward.
Dan's going to be like, this is the 5th time.
Well, like I just told you this morning.
Please. No more failing forward.
I was like, do you need help
just
with that? And you're like,
already.
No, I don't need help with that.
Failure.
And then literally you backpedaled 4 steps and was like, I do need help. And it was like, I commend you for having humility.
Oh, so funny.
Yeah, it's good times here.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
I like it. And we had family breakfast this morning.
Yeah.
Right? We had Friday breakfast. We had butter and milk, and we have our hola cafecito, and we're playing 2 Truths and a Lie. Mm-hmm. That was funny.
That was funny.
That was so much fun. Yeah. You guys are funny. The team's growing too, which is really crazy.
Yeah, the table's almost
pretty much the table's full. Legit full around, and we're like having to get more seats, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
I know.
This is
and
crazy.
I feel like we talked about that at the last breakfast. It was like, next time we have one of these, this table is going to be full. And he was like, okay.
I was like, what?
And it was like, oh, legit.
What has Sarah been telling all of you?
For real.
She's feeding us inspiration in our Wheaties.
In our Wheaties. Okay, last question for all of us. This is for everyone. And just really quick, off the cuff. So you guys know that phrase, you should put that on a shirt, right? You know that? So what is one phrase? What is one thing that you would put on a shirt? Besides print theory, obviously.
Oh man, I just heard a good one. I literally said this at church on Sunday to somebody when they were talking to me. I was like, you have to put that on a shirt. Just text it to me and I will put it on a shirt. I'm going to butcher it, but it was something like choosing your bride. And it was like a husband making a reference to his wife being like, this is the only bride I'm going to choose. And it was so funny. I'll have to text Matt Rosignol and ask him, but it was good.
I would put measure twice, print once.
Hey, ain't that the truth?
Woo.
For me, measured 3 times.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking of mine.
Yeah.
As I'm asking that question, I'm
I
like,
do
that's
have another one, which is it's not necessarily funny. It's a thing. Merch on a mission.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be on a shirt soon.
Maybe.
It's true.
Maybe not.
So we'll see if I make the films.
Just kidding. You got back up now. You don't need me. You don't need me anymore.
We need you, Dan. We need you. Ooh, okay, I got mine. Print like you have something to prove.
It's good. We do have something to prove.
Literally.
Yeah.
We're out here taking over the market. We're running this game. It's not a game, but
But it's fun like
but it's we have fun. We do these podcasts. We do these videos. People say, when do you work? I say, all the time.
all the time.
Every day.
Working right now.
We're right now. You got one, Dan?
I don't know.
I've already put all my sayings on a
Yeah.
shirt.
Put my sayings on the shirt. Well, it goes on a box, but I like Josh's.
He's so excited about
He's
this.
so excited. Yes, even this box is screen printed.
Yeah.
That would actually be funny
would
on
be
a
funny.
shirt.
Josh was super excited that
With
he
the
got
box.
that.
With the picture of a box.
Yes,
Yeah.
that would be funny. Yeah, Josh we'll have to do a Josh interview.
Next one.
Yeah,
For
this
sure.
is the next one.
Next, yeah.
Josh.
Next
Somewhere in the
episode, we
next
got Josh, another new addition to our Print Theory family, our Print Theory team. And listen, that one's going to be wild. That one's going to be an interesting
Yeah.
one, guys.
It's going to be funny.
The next couple episodes are going to get crazy. So watch out. Watch out, world. We're coming for you. That's all I got. And you guys have anything else?
No.
Nope.
Yeah.
No? All right,
If
Dan.
you need any merch, hit us up.
Hit us
We're
up.
here to help.
Call 1-800. Just don't call that.
Yeah, don't
call our numbers. Just call
Yeah.
any one of the reps.
You got
numbers.
Brandon 1 or Brandon 2
You have a choice of 2 Brandons
or Matt
or a Matt
or Nathan.
or Nathan. Whatever you want.
Yeah.
We're here for all of your print and apparel needs, and we're here to make your life easy. So reach out to us,
Yeah.
Please.
please. Job security.
Please.
There's a whole pile
There you
of
go.
job security.
whole
over
pile
there.
That would be my shirt. Job security.
Ah, dang. That's good. That's good. All right, Dan, sign us out.
What's the sign out? I don't know. I've only opened.
Oh, you can't hit me with
Everybody,
this.
we'll see you later. The Print Theory Podcast.
Everyone.
Hey, shout out Tony for making
Tony.
some awesome drinks today. This is round 2 for me. It was so good. I had to go back for the extra. Nathan always buys us an extra.
Somebody always gets it.
Yep, today
This
was
time,
my
Sarah.
day. Today I was like, I'm taking it today.
Yeah.
Taking it.
Commit.
That's funny.